Greetings to all the viewers. Now we are going to deal with the Bignelli reaction. It is the part of organic named reactions. We are conducting series of sessions based on these organic named reactions which are available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. Not only these, natural products, heterocyclic compounds, engineering chemistry and intermediate related competitive concepts all are available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. If you are serious about the examinations, any competitive exams or academic examinations or its conceptual understanding, and you are in the field of research, all these concepts are much more helpful. If you subscribe and follow the channel continuously, you will get the sound knowledge in the field of this organic chemistry. This is the concept retrieved from the textbook of organic named reactions written by the author Dr. Kavita Kothireddy Kota. Let me introduce Bignelli reaction. Bignelli reaction is the part of multi-component reaction. Multi-component reactions are very essential in the context of green chemistry. Green protocols, multi-component reactions are very essential, being they're used to cut down the number of steps and time consumption for the reaction, and the quality of the product will be uplifted. In this context, multi-component reactions are much more essential to introduce in the laboratory synthesis of organic compounds. So during this multi-component reaction, we are supposed to synthesize this pyrimidine skeleton. The skeleton whichever introduced in this reaction, Bignelli reaction, will be the pyrimidine, and moreover it is the kind of certain extent saturated one. You may treat, being it is a multi-component, you may treat with multiple components as a starting materials. One could be ethyl acetoacetate, arylaldehyde, another one, and urea. Together they are taken in the stoichiometric molar ratio, so that you can achieve this Bignelli reaction, right? So here the Bignelli reaction is introduced by Italian chemist Pietro Bignelli. He is the scientist introduced this. So in order to understand, in order to remark his efforts in the establishment of new organic chemical reaction, the name is given for his hard work. So that Bignelli reaction, it is named after the scientist, right? So here one is ethyl acetoacetate, in either benzaldehyde will be taken, and urea is in either compound. Three are going to be mixed in the stoichiometric ratio, so that you can accomplish the heterocyclic ring system with two nitrogen atoms in the 6-membered ring. And being benzaldehyde is having phenyl substitution, so that you can notice the phenyl substitution over there. Here in between the two nitrogens of urea, you can notice the ketone functionality. That ketone is also located over there, and here is the ethyl acetoacetate. The acetate part is located over, you can clearly notice that acetate part is there, and the remaining part, taken part of this heterocyclic ring system. This is the way all are together mixed, so giving rise to a final product. It is the distinctive natural product. Pyrimidines, purines are very essential in the manufacturing of DNA and RNA in genetic matter, right? So in the similar manner, such kind of pyrimidine compounds are going to be established by this eminent Bignelli reaction, right? So here the requisite chemicals for the accomplishment of Bignelli reaction will be ethyl acetoacetate, benzaldehyde, urea, and pyrimidines will be the ultimate products generated within the reaction. In order to understand the mechanism, let me introduce ethyl acetoacetate. It is regarded as an active methylene compound. In between the two carbonylic carbon atoms, here the whatever carbon is there, that experiencing more deficit of electrons, being both are electron withdrawing in nature. That's the reason why it is having acidic proton upon. Whatever acidic proton is there under basic condition, that will be discarded, and you can notice the carbane will be originated. The generated carbene intermediate is the driving force to bind up with any other component of this chemical reaction, that is arylaldehyde. Let me introduce benzaldehyde as well. So this carbene ion is supposed to be treated at this carbonylic carbon atom, so that you can accomplish the new bond formation like this, right? So here new carbon-carbon bond will be originated. Subsequent protonation, if you are subjecting to acidic conditions within the reaction mixture, lone pair of electrons in the oxygen will extract this H place, and there is a formation of oxonium cation. Whichever oxonium cation originated, originated will lose this water molecule by the process called dehydration, so that here the origination of carbocation. This carbocation will be a kind of molecule where the protonation giving rise to a kind of olefinic double bond in between, or else this carbocation is proceeded for further reaction with the urea. Urea is going to be treated with this carbocation molecule. Being nitrogen, nitrogen is accompanied by the lone pair of electrons, so that electron rich nature is located in the nitrogen that will participate in the bonding with this carbocation, so that new bond established between the carbon and the nitrogen. Obviously remaining part will be unaffected. So this is the way a kind of another intermediate compound will be originated. Now it is time to cyclize the molecule by means of dehydration process. Whenever the edge, here you can notice the ketonic functionality, here you can notice the NH2. Obviously there will be a cyclization by means of dehydration process taking place. Whenever cyclization is taken over there, cyclization taken in between these two, there will be a kind of ring system origination. That 6-membered ring with the 2 nitrogen atoms at the position 1,3 is designated as a pyrimidine. Being it is a certain extent saturated, you can mention dihydro or tetrahydro. Tetrahydropyrimidine will be dihydropyrimidine will be originated within. So whatever side chains are located, they will remain as such. Finally you can achieve Biginelli product over there. This is the way entire mechanism represented in a chemical sequential order. Here is the representation how this is said to be what? Synchronization, right? So in what way the reaction is proceeded, in what kind of reaction cyclization is accomplished in order to achieve this product. That synchronization representation is provided for better understanding, so that you can observe here is the ethyl acetoacetate taken as one of the condensing agent. In either benzaldehyde was taken, here you can notice urea, right? Whenever these ingredients are taken in the single reaction vessel and subjected to the reflex conditions under acid catalyzed ethanol solvent media, so that condensation taking place between all 3 ingredients equally, and so that you can notice the expected product dihydropyrimidine formation taking place, and whatever side chains are located in the starting material remains as such. This is the way pyrimidines will be originated by means of this Biginelli reaction. And in order to understand the reaction the well manner, I am taking stepwise synthesis of the same compound as well. So researchers may not go with the single step or single procedure. Now, rather they will look about all possible ways for manufacturing the compound in the better way. So all possible ways they will try, and ultimately they will go for the better way in order to establish in the high yield, shorter time, and less number of reaction starting materials as well. So this is the way another alternative methodology is also mentioned. Instead of 3 ingredients together, let me introduce only benzaldehyde and urea. Whenever benzaldehyde, urea are supposed to be condensed, there will be the product formation like this, right? So alpha hydroxy, urea containing molecule will be originated, and further condensation taking place in between, and there is a molecule formation is possible. Now it is the time to introduce ethyl acetoacetate. So this is said to be what? Tandem process, right? Multi-component synthesis is one of the method. Directly you can mix up all the ingredients initially, you can cook that process, and finally you will obtain that final product, that is multi-component. In the tandem process, what we will do, a reaction, some of the reactants will be added, whatever intermediate generated without any isolation in that process only, in that reaction vessel only, you can mix up further reagents, so that reaction will be extended, reaction will be advanced in the next step, so that the product formation is accomplished. That is said to be tandem process. In this method, without isolation of this intermediary compound, here is the kind of iminium cation you can notice in between. being both are supposed to be condensed. Condensation process taken and this intermediary medium cation originated. Without isolating directly, you can mix up with its ethyl acetoacetate in that same reaction vessel. You can go for the further condensation process and ultimately you can notice the Bignelli product, that is a dihydropyrimidine derivative. So even in the tandem process also you can success the accomplishment of the reaction. So this is also the another successful way for the completion of the reaction, right? Let me give the examples pertaining with this Bignelli reaction. Here is the R requisite component. You can notice that is a urea. Urea functionality is located over there. Whatever side chains you notice, all these are the kind of analogous compounds. This is the kind of exploration of research. So these many functionalities, these many substitutions are though present, our requisite functionality will be this urea only. And this is another active methylene compound. Here is the ester, here is the ketone. This active methylene compound is another requisite ingredient, right? One urea is required, one active methylene compound should be there, and another what we can say, another benzaldehyde is also required. In that manner, the reaction is proceeded in order to accomplish Bignelli product, so that here is the urea, here is the active methylene compound, both are supposed to be treated in the piperidinium acetate, dichloromethane taken as a solvent medium, right? So piperidinium acetate is a mild base, very weak base it might be, so that you can establish the kind of piperidine over there. Whatever 5-membered ring system is there, that remains as such without any effect, without any chemical reaction, and the side chain alcohol is also located over there, and being ester group is there, that is also unaffected, and here methyl substitution remains as such, so that ultimately you can notice this product formation as a dihydropyrimidine. In the similar manner, there will be a formation of product. Mixture of two products, you can notice how can you say mixture of two products, cis trans isomerism. Only the difference in between these two will be the cis trans, being double bond attached with the distinguished different functionality, so that the orientation matters for this. All are looking similar, but their orientation matters in terms of cis and trans. Geometrical isomerism plays a role in between, so that both the products will be generated. Wherever cis and trans product formation will be, cis will be dominated over there, so that 5% cis, 5:1 trans product will be originated. Trans will be negligible quantity, cis product will be the major product formation. This is the way a kind of Bignelli reaction will be operated in between the substituted urea and active methylene compound like this. And the same reaction is also extended. Instead of oxygen in the urea functionality, you can go for another functionalities as well. Oxygen might be replaced with NSO2AR, right? So NSO2AR functionality is also possible to introduce, so that that is also not affecting the entire process. This is the way exploration of the research may take in place. Instead of taking our traditional method, traditional chemical compounds or else methodology, you may try with various kind of starting materials. Whether it will proceed with Bignelli reaction or not, you can put a question mark in before going to start the reaction, and all the ingredients taken in the reaction vessel, and they are supposed to be followed with the same Bignelli process, all conditions to be actually maintained, and eventually you can go for the product. After the accomplishment of the reaction, you can go for the product, whether it is in the criteria of that Bignelli product or not. In that way you are going to screen that reaction. This is our research will be progressed, new compounds will be added to the library of this kind of reaction. So that let me replace that oxygen with the NSO2AR. This is the way a kind of new products will be originated. So obviously there will be a product formation, so that the oxygen, though it is oxygen or else another heteroatom like nitrogen, so it will not affect this process of reaction, so that Bignelli reaction will be successful with this kind of analogous compounds as well. So this is the way another example is also manifested for Bignelli reaction. Right. So it is the entire process for Bignelli reaction with the multiple compounds. Here is the kind of your starting material. Instead of urea, here oxygen is replaced with sulfur. This is designated as a thiourea. And I am taking this active methylene compound of long chain. Let me introduce as a monomer. This might be a monomeric compound. So that Bignelli reaction is taken into the picture once again. So Bignelli condensation process taken in between these two reactants, so that there will be a kind of polycondensation. Polycondensation meant for instead of one-to-one interaction, they will go for n number of starting materials will be taken in the single reaction vessel. Instead of one product, you can go for the long chain of the same product by repeating the same skeletal entities one more time, so that this will be a kind of polymerization, origination is possible. So in the similar manner you can extend this polymer also. So this is designated, whatever polymer originated between these two is mentioned as P1, first polymer it will be. From this polymer also you can go for its morphalization, its transformation can be accomplished. How it could be? Let me go with this terminal alkyne containing long chain, and this edge you can notice the chlorine. So this is simply said to be alkynyl chloride. Alkynyl chloride is treated with this one. Whenever this is the case, this is the reaction operated, first of all it will go for the enolization, right? Enolization is meant for this ketonic functionality will be shifted, 1,3 hydrogen shift taking place, so that enol formation is possible. Here is the double bond, here is the SH. Wherever SH is present, hydrogen chlorine will be condensed and they got replaced, and there is the S-alkylation. This is said to be S-alkylation, a new product which is said to be again polymer only, right? So that P3 polymer will be originated. This is one case. Or else, instead of bromo-related compound, you can treat with instead of chloro-related, you can go with bromo-related also. So that bromo-related compound also having similar condensation process with this thio alcohol, so that here S-alkylation again taking place. This is designated as a P2 polymer, right? This is the fundamental polymer what we got to be extended with the side chain alkylation, right? Alkyl halide is supposed to be treated upon this thioalcohol functionality, so that you can notice that P2 and P3 polymers. Let me introduce either in situ cyclization as well, so that the reagent whichever added will be here. You can notice a kind of aromatic triple bonded chloro compound. Again it is the alkynyl chloride only. Whenever alkynyl chloride is supposed to be treated, what it will do? Not only sulfur but also nitrogen will take part of this reaction. Both the entities, sulfur and nitrogen, will go with the reaction with this one, so that there will be origination of fused thiazole ring. Pyrimidine thiazole ring will be originated. This is new analog originated, new heterocyclic originated within the reaction vessel. Again, you can designate this kind of product formation as P4. P4 isomer will be generated. So, if you want to extend one more time, so this is the kind of long chain you got already, but still there is a active functionality at this terminal carbon atom, that is triple bond. This triple bond is more reactive toward this azide compound, right? Azide is supposed to be treated with this one. Obviously there is a establishment of triazole, so that triazole will be introduced over there. This is the kind of ring chain extension, we can say chain extension accomplished, so that here the triazole molecule is originated, that is manifested as P3 prime. Again here hydroxyl is there. You can extend this research one more time, but in this they got terminated the reaction over here only, but there's still possibility to proceed the reaction, right? So here let me explore this polymer of pyrimidine. So this P2 polymer is treated with a polyfunctional alkane compound. You can go with the dihydroxy thioalcohol. So this is said to be thiolene. So whenever it is treated with this one, here is the terminal active olefinic double bond is there, which is supposed to be treated with this one. There is a formation of the functionality over there, so it is indicated as P2. This is the way multiple product formations are possible in line with this Bignelli reaction pathway. So that Bignelli reaction is most important in the field of synthetic organic chemistry. These many kind of possibilities you noticed. So not only this, multiple reaction, multiple ways of research is going on upon, so that you can notice the kind of extendability of this kind of Bignelli condensation process. Let me introduce the applications pertaining with the Bignelli reaction. Atul Kumar reported first enzymatic synthesis of Bignelli reaction. So here enzymatic synthesis they are mentioning, that is simply designated as the biocondensation as well. Being enzymes are the part of biological things, right? They extracted from the living organism, so that you can mention this Bignelli reaction is also taking part of biological reactions as well, instead in addition to the laboratory manifestation. So here within the living organisms also this process will be accomplished successfully. Yeast catalyst is also taken, so that successfully green methodologies are adopted in order to accomplish this Bignelli reaction. Green chemistry principles are strictly followed over there. Bignelli reaction mediated synthesis for ferrosinyl pyrimidones will be introduced over there. So here it is the part of organometallic chemistry, not only organic chemistry, rather it will be the organometallic chemistry, right? Metal is also taken part of this chemical reaction, right? So here metallocene, right, ferrosinyl pyrimidones will be introduced. So this is also processed by means of this Bignelli reaction. Bignelli reaction is generating the complex organometallic compounds by starting with this ferrocene compound. Ferrocene aldehyde taken as one of the starting material. Here you can notice the active methylene compound, and another obviously kind of urea is supposed to be treated. 3 ingredients if mixed in the stoichiometric ratio, there will be origination. Here is the ferrocene, here is the ferrocene, here is the pyrimidine nucleus, whatever requisite of this Bignelli reaction product. This is the way organometallic manufacturing is also possible. Organometallic compounds are most crucial in the field of coordination chemistry. They are working like a ligands, they are working like a catalyst, they are working like a complex making things, so that here the extendability of applications of Bignelli reaction is still increasing. This is the way they are also taking part of organometallic chemistry by using this Bignelli reaction, right? Again, one more example is provided by taking this ferrocene aldehyde treated with urea and active methylene compound. The kind of product whichever generated will go with further extendability, further extension you noticed over there. So this is the way a kind of multiple products you can generate by means of this Bignelli reaction. So this is the way they are also taking part of this coordination chemistry. And this is another example. You can notice this edge is urea, this edge is also urea, you can absorb, and in between benzene is there. Most symmetrical starting material was taken. It might be treated with again ethyl acetoacetate. Need not to go with another benzaldehyde molecule. These two ingredients are sufficient in order to accomplish this kind of pyrimidine nucleus. This is the way. This is also another morphalized application, advanced application of Bignelli reaction we can mention, right? So this is also the kind of applicability. So here how many possible ways they are thinking. Researchers are most wonder about introducing new chemical pathways. Instead of 3 ingredients, they are mixing only 2, right? By using only 2 ingredients, they are achieving the same kind of product. This is also the kind of achievement we can say in the field of green chemistry. right? So by this we successfully accomplished the entire process called Bignell reaction. In the next session we will discuss regarding the Birch reduction. Again, it is the named reaction related with the reduction process. So hopefully this is the session you most enjoyed and interesting for your preparation. If you are serious about the chemistry concepts and also competitive exams or also research, this is the kind of session most worthwhile to follow. So many series of sessions available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. Kindly subscribe, watch, share with your friends. Thank you one and all.